Hey, what's happening, people? Pause here, and today we are doing the ESR Performance League on the Sunday. We have made it to round 8, which is Austria. We are here at the Azernaijan Red Bull Ring, as it's now known. And today, joining me in commentary, we've actually got two. We've got Senna, of course, back for his usual secondary seat next to myself, and we've also got iTower, who decided to give us a bit of a help out while he sits out Austria, and he'll be back for Britain. How you doing, lads?
Aye. Sound.
Fine.
Obviously, we know Tower exactly where he would be, where he'd prefer to be. But yep.
Aye.
But obviously, looking into the championship standings here after a fantastic week last week, Ben has propelled himself up. But then remember, we got Soldier Jan, who is currently leading proceedings. That rhymed, accidentally. So yeah, here we go. Austria. We've not had a bad Austrian race. Every single one we've ever had in this league has been an absolute fucking corker. Hopefully we do the business here today and deliver you a fantastic race. Now, interesting to know...
I was going to ask you, by the way.
Go on, sir.
You ever consider doing that thing, you know, where somebody goes out on track and just do like a track walkthrough?
I think we're going to do that. I reckon we
reason.
should do that in the next session. You know, if we do it like 100% on a Saturday or so.
Try it out.
I think we'll get one of the guys to do that. Give him a talk through the whole
Aye.
track. We were actually talking about it last week, weren't we, actually, in commentary? But, So, getting this on there. We have here 11 guys racing today, two debuts. So we've got Soldier Jan in the Red Bull, championship leader, of course, 105 points. We've got Granville making his debut in a Ferrari, Swizz in the Merc, Hemp in the second Ferrari, Forrester in a Macca. We've got Trix making his debut in the Renault. We've got Venoms, of course, in the second Macca. We've got Verstappen in the second Red Bull, Shag in the second Merc, Ben in the Soul Williams today, with the absence of Wayne Hammer, of course. Hopefully see him back soon. And then we have got ERL Towley in the Manor, who shone last week. So good effort there for Towley last week. But we have a first guy on track here at the moment, folks. And we've got a Scottish man dying in the fucking party. Fair play. Verstappen going very... This isn't a diss on my own hair colour, but Verstappen going very gingerly around the first corner. So getting out the pits. So we are now on board with the first guy out on track, guys. Verstappen. Let's see what he can really do. Emp's followed him out, I believe, in the Ferrari. Yep, and we've also got Trix and Jan in the second Red Bull. And also Swizz. So we've got a load of guys coming out early. Now, it's a telling sign that these guys are coming out early, because if you have a look at the weather conditions, the track does cool down slightly moving forward. So these guys may be the ones who get in the quickest lap times in the best time there. Obviously, Tower, we both know that you prefer to be out there, mate. Obviously, we'll be looking forward to seeing you around Britain in your second-hand Ferrari Red Bull. We'll be seeing you in the next session, of course, mate. If it was you, Tower, how would you be dealing with this Austrian track?
I wouldn't even qualify.
Setting a shining example to the viewers. That isn't the reason why he's here, by the way. You know, we don't tell people off for naughty behaviour unless you've got a certain gamer tag, which I'm not going to go into. Obviously, he's not here, so I don't really want to.
Don't start.
We move on. Oh, and the Ferrari Granville comes out right next to Scott. Oh my, holy moly. So we have got Verstappen on a lap here. First one here does a 16.4. Good, first sector. Hopefully Scott can get us wide up. He's being left in the shadows by his teammate.
Actually.
Very good first sector. We have here, and Hemp in the Ferraris in a 16.7.
16.7.
Obviously, Senna, we saw the Mercs and the Ferraris, mate, struggle last week. It's like, I don't know if it was the drivers or whether it was just the car, but nobody has been able to handle the Mercedes yet.
It's just about going balls deep with that, man. You know what I mean? It's not even about being cautious. You can't be cautious when you're driving like this. It's balls deep or it's nothing at all.
Yeah.
When you're in the Mercedes, you expect to be at the top there.
It's almost like they need to
be what anyone says.
They just need to be
there. To be at the top if you're in the Mercedes.
Verstappen with a 31.0 in
Big
the
shot
second
second to seventh there by Hemp, coming up into the last couple of corners now.
This
This is probably the most tricky part of this. Oh, very wide.
108.4. Oh, Hemp's binned it. Hemp goes into the pits. So the next person doing a lap is Jan, who is not on Verstappen's pace, interestingly enough. So we did call out Verstappen at the start of the session, basically saying you need to up your game a little bit, and it looks like he's done him.
The banana in the pyjama.
Yeah, we actually have a banana car. But we have to draft people in just for the bananas, you know what I mean? 18.7 for Jan, goes second. So we've got Trix then in the Renault. He's just starting his flight. Oh no, he's gone third. He has gone a 1-0. Who's that? Who was that there?
Shag.
That's right.
Shag? What was he left?
Mercedes
What?
on the pit straight. He's totaled it.
No, wait.
Really?
He's hit the wall. Yeah.
Oh my.
184 from Verstappen.
Verstappen's still
Shag's
first.
just
We've got
sitting
a
in the middle.
retirement from Shag.
People need to be doing 1.7s here to get pulled. It needs to happen now. We're doing 1.7s. That'll come down.
Got Granville on a
184.
lap as well. It's tricks. He's going to have to make that Renault work. Something shameful. I mean, he's gone on the slower tyre. Once again, though, obviously we've got a Merc on the wall. Unfortunately, Shag has crashed already at this stage, unfortunately for him. But we have got Swizz, who is a whole second down. Oh my god, look at that wheel in the middle of the track. Holy bloody moly. Granville goes 5th. With a 1:10.1. That is not going to get the job done, especially not in that car. As we focus our attention to ERL Towley, Tuesday's shining light. 3 races, 3 wins for Towley at the moment. Obviously, we'll move on to Canada on Tuesday. See if he can repeat that. Not at the best start in the performance, but obviously being in the Manor, you've got to really, really excel around this track. I think the Manor does do just that. I mean, that was, if I'm correct, that was where Verline scored his first point. If I'm correct, last year.
Hemp needs to be getting top 3 here with that Ferrari. It's totally doable.
It's the Mercs and the Ferrari. I mean, obviously, we know the Red Bulls are going to be almost untouchable, aren't they? Pretty much round here. But you know,
I don't know. I mean, it's a power track.
But we said that about Baku, and then Towley slowed down.
He's dead.
Towley slowed down. Interesting.
Is that
Towley slowed down.
yeah, front wing's gone. Is it?
No, he slowed down.
No, it's not. It's just a retarded looking wing on the Manor, which by the way does not exist anymore.
Yep, that's probably why the whole hashtag retard wing comes about. I don't know what. Towley just stopped on the line. He was on course for a good lap and then just kind of paused almost, it seemed.
That wing looks like it's from the 1995 season.
It probably is. That's probably where they got it from. That's why they got kicked out, really.
Auction.
Underlying reasons. As we have our first McLaren coming out of the pits now. Forrester on the super soft tyres. Good weekend.
I always
McLaren
lose
last
my
weekend.
fucking king skins.
We've just Swizz has improved, by the way. He's done exactly what we said. He has gone and put himself into 3rd position. Still over 6 tenths behind ESR Verstappen here, guys, at the moment. So we'll just focus on Jan.
Yeah, totally a little bit down there on the first sector. So I think that's probably why he gave that up. Probably knew there wasn't going to be much of a turnaround. Come back in, get the fresh tyres, back out again, get the benefit of that grip.
He's done what he said. He is coming back in. We'll get back on board with Soldier Jan now, who is on course for his quickest lap of the session. 10th of a second up. Comes past, I believe that will be Swizz.
Forrester goes off onto the grass.
Oh, let's have a quick look here.
Alright, he's back on.
Back on.
Yep.
And
So
Jan
that
went
moment-
off.
Oh, and Venoms. Everyone's struggling with these runoff areas.
Denham's on an
I'd
outlap.
expect the Honda to do quite well here as well.
You'd expect it. It's one of them tracks, almost like it would be almost like a Red Bull. The cars that wouldn't usually have the same sort of, like, what's the word for it? Almost like the straight line speed. You'd expect them to do quite well. Obviously, the Red Bull being the fact that it is a power track, as you said, though, Senna, isn't it? But then it's also very, very short straights with kind of like twisty corners in a way.
Need that power. But whoever's got the mechanical grip at the rear is going to be the one that gets it done. Because I mean, having experience, having used medium and no traction around here, the elevation change presents a lot of challenges when it comes to putting that power down early. You know, either getting away from somebody or trying to catch up to somebody. If people get greedy here, it bites you, and it could spell the end of a good race for you.
Yeah.
Forrester goes round.
All about the 2nd and 3rd sector.
It is. That's where you do make the time. I think probably the best place to make the time is around the sort, as we call them in last season's races, Bollock 1 and Bollock 2. We're going to bring that back here as we have Bollock 1 coming now.
Right.
There you go.
The sack.
On board, yeah, just basically the ball sack complex, as we said to call it last year, wasn't it? Bringing them back.
Sack complex.
So we have here Forrester going round. Bollock 2, he's made it, as we call it, sweaty Bollock, because it's a bit more droopy than the other one. A bit more hanging. So Forrester 31.6 around the middle sector. And there we go, I've had a message off Tricks, I'm not sure what that's about, we'll have a look at that a little bit later on. And RFNX Jack is watching us live, of course, our Saturday race winner, as Forrester goes into 6th position with a 1 minute 10.2, 3 tenths of a second behind the Renault. Interesting. as Vemans is currently going quicker than Forrester, which is very interesting. Let's see what he can do here around the third sector. Going into the second to last corner, got to almost swing it almost into the pits as you're going in there, and he does it beautifully. Hits the apex, it's the grass on the outside though. Final corner, hits the apex beautifully, and here comes Venoms with a 109.4, goes fourth. Wow, on the softer,
That's
on the
pretty
harder
good for that
tyre.
Honda.
So Vemans hits it. It's the sweet spot. Ben goes out now in the Williams. Well, Senna, we both witnessed Ben take both race victories last week, of course. So will he be able to?
Mostly through tyre strategy and good thinking alone, really. You know, he's got that that head on him. You know, ability to change a strategy on its head at any moment and make it work for him. And it's not very often you see that in a driver.
But he makes it work every time for himself, doesn't he? He just seems to has, as you said, he has that knack just to put the car in the right place. You know, almost in a sort of, as we
nice
mentioned
and gentle on the steering as well, you know.
How Ben, he is. He just knows how to thread the throttle. And obviously, this is Tower's scouting mission, by the way, guys. Watching these guys go around here. So we'll focus on Ben here, who is, like I said, the only Williams. Wayne Hammer, of course, was in the Ferrari last week.
With better grip off that last corner there.
He did. He put it up there.
Does he run full traction, Ben?
I believe it's. I'm not sure if it's full or medium. I know it's one of the two. I can't remember which one.
Not much of a slip at all yet. But
he's just smooth on the
even
car.
on medium traction coming around that last corner there, you know, you do get a bit of oversteer. Sometimes you have to go full lock just to correct it.
Interestingly though, nobody has been able to be... I did mention it at the start, guys, didn't I? How Verstappen was the first car out on track, even though the track is pretty green. Verstappen in the Red Bull. He was the first car out, and the track temperature is lowering. You know what I mean? So it is reducing the temperature in this track. So, you know, the way you kind of look at it from that respect is you go out first, maybe second, and you're going to hit the peak temperature of the track. And
that'll bring those with super sauce into play.
I'll tell you what though, that super soft lap by Ben there, a scrappy middle sector there by Ben, 31.8. I think that's almost the slowest out of everybody at the moment, which is almost unexpected from Ben. So we move on now. On the final corner, smooth as you like. What will Ben do?
You're right there, Murray.
I should. Martin. Cheers, buddy. Retro commentary for Austria. Ben goes into 6th place, so he's 2nd place out of the soft runners, super soft runners, sorry, with a 109.9. I know that Ben can do better than that, but we'll just double check now as we go on board with Hemp. He's gone back out. Hemp, as by the way, Senna had an awful first sector. 19.4. He is not getting that car wired in any way, shape, or form at the moment.
He backed off. He did back off at this lap.
Oh, did he? Right. I caught onto him going round, just around the right-hander. And Hemp has had, other than his race win, of course, around China in the Williams before we obviously bumped the cars up. It seems like the Williams is almost a bloody car to be in, isn't it? They've won 4 out of the 7 races
I
so
prefer
far.
it. If I had to choose out of any of them, I would definitely choose the Williams over the Mercedes any day.
If you don't mind me asking them, why would you do that? Just to give the audience a bit of an idea.
I don't know, it's pretty stable rear end, you know, if you set the car up right. The whole thing just feels a bit more planted and a bit more conservative. Sort of the way it turns and the way it handles. I mean, the Mercedes is either it's handling really well or sudden snap of oversteer shite. I mean, but with the Williams, you get that kind of consistency and you get the straight line speed from the aerodynamics, which is obviously you can keep up with the Mercedes in a straight line. So that's, I suppose, why I like it.
It's an interesting theory. I mean, especially when you look at the 2016 car, how that was their biggest problem, wasn't it? How they couldn't get planted for the majority of the season, and obviously they end up going from scrapping in the top with the top 3 teams, obviously Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes, of course, to simply nowhere. They just ended up sort of almost in 7th place obscurity, didn't they? With Force India battling with them, and in the end, Force India beat them due to kind of reliability.
Well, you did get
issues.
that battle of performance. And who's going for what kind of performance or R&D strategy they have, maybe it's just not going right, like it didn't really for Force India last season. So tides are turned a little bit in the midfield, which is good to see because it's always the usual Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Williams, Force India, etc. So it's good to see it mixing up.
Hemp has done a lap now, guys.
Just usual.
Let you all know as well. He's done a 13.1.
He's on a flyer now, isn't he?
I think he seems a little bit more wide into this lap. Let's see what he does here. Hemp 16.8. Okay, that's a lot better. Right, okay, so Hemp is really... If he nails this corner here, which he does, just salvage that a bit, but goes inside just to kind of get the speed back into the car. Gets the kind of almost elevation change going downhill towards the turn 3, I believe it is, guys, isn't it? I believe turn 3 coming up.
Hard corner this is.
Let's go on board with Hemp, see how he hits the apex. He does it perfectly. It was, wasn't it? That was a lot better than his previous 2 attempts, so we should have a good lap here by Hemp if he gets this right.
The most important sector of the lap.
A lot of TV time for Hemp, but he's done a 31.5.
Important to keep as right as possible.
That's better.
To get that line. Oh. Lots of marbles there, that won't help him in the next corner.
This is one of the most dangerous corners in the whole of this track. There's only 7 of them, so it's probably going to be, isn't it, really? We move on. And he rides. Oh, he's invalidated!
Nice and see what I mean by the assist? The oversteer. The wheel spin that you experience. Less assists. It's made that much harder for you. And I like kind of comparing that, people who do run assists and people who don't run assists, because ultimately at the end of the day, those who don't run assists have a much harder time and have about 10 million other things to think about. And it's to get it right with the assist that Hemp's using sometimes, you have to nail it. That's why it takes so much practice. Like you say, it's your dad, a regular in ESR, very, very good on assists. It takes time to feel comfortable in your own skin with that. So it'll be interesting to see how Hemp progresses on with the new game as well, because he does enjoy exploring the assists, exploring what's out there to be found, with using your own brain really as opposed to the game. It's never an easy balance to find.
Kai and Hemp and obviously Forrester as well for medium, Keo especially, and yourself, Senna. It'll be interesting to see where they go. Towley's gone 6th. So Towley on the super soft tyres goes into 6th place, and Granville's moved up to 4th. That's interesting.
That's a good call for Towley there. I think on that, as he might not have the overall race pace, so get some tyre strategy in.
We've got a flyer.
Can't hurt.
We've got a quick one. It's Ben. Coming on the 3rd sector now. 31.1.
It's your more.
Here we go. What will Ben do? 3rd.
Yes.
Ben goes in the 3rd on the super soft tyre, but look at the Red Bulls on the super soft tyre. And I believe that is a retirement, isn't it?
Something's going well. Yeah.
I didn't see
retirement there. We'll have a look for you, man.
I don't think there's anybody. I think it may be a retirement from the pits, if I'm correct in thinking. Swizz comes across the line, and he goes 3rd.
Terminal
Swizz
damage for Shag.
18.7. Here we go. I think they're all retiring, aren't they?
M's retired. Yep.
Yeah, they're all. They're in the
terminal
pits.
damage.
I know Shaggy went out, didn't he, on the start-finish straight? I think Tara reported that earlier, and that's another retirement, if I'm correct.
Sorry, heads up my arse. I must have been getting my Scotch pies.
Loads of people seemingly satisfied with their laps, so fair play. So Jan's gone out on the super soft tyre, and that's Jan's session over. Will Swizz be able to do anything about the Red Bulls? They seem to be at their home Grand Prix doing the business here so far. Swizz gone just round turn 3. He seems very shaky, Senna, doesn't he? You mentioned that about the Merc. I know Swizz is usually very smooth around this track. He's had a good couple of runs around there in the past for ESR.
It's a good car as long as you don't get greedy. I think sometimes we can often over-expect in the Mercedes, obviously because it is at the top of the field. And it's it's not the easiest piece to control either. It's got the most power, which obviously means the most potential for oversteer, and other problems like that. So see how he gets on with it.
No improvement for Swizz, mate. He's in 3rd position provisionally. Jan has given up on the track, so he lets Forrester go through. Forrester's given up on the lap as well, so I guess him and Forrester are both coming into the pits. We'll go on to Brockers Cam there. We'll go on to another guy. Venoms is still going.
Just crossed the line.
Oh,
people do that.
Ooh.
I'm going into the pits for a leisurely biscuit, so we have to.
McLarens are going across the line together. I'm actually going to stay on microphone and go for a cigarette today because my partner is not here and I can blow smoke into the house whenever the fuck I want. So,
yes.
as we just have Jan, I believe now coming into the pits to retire the car.
With the boy.
So just to kind of run through the race order, we currently have Verstappen in 1st, Jan 2nd, Swizz, Ben, Granville with a great debut in 5th, Vemmans. Now, here's an interesting one. Towley and Trix both on row 4. Watch out for them two in the race. We've got Forrester, Hemp, and of course Shag, who is effectively 13th, but of course will be the 11th and final position on the grid. Any upsets there, guys? Anything you didn't really expect? I mean, Granville doing quite well in the Ferrari, beating Hemp, of course.
Yeah, speaking of Granville, you ever watch Open All Hours?
That is what it's from.
Exactly. Good lad. I'm glad I've actually noticed that, because he probably did that in the hope someone would notice, and no one has yet.
Definitely Granville. But no,
Granville?
Obviously he's a Tuesday driver. For those of you who who follow the Saturday League more than the Tuesday, Granville does appear on a Tuesday. He's had a bit of a shaky start, but of course has scored points. I know obviously me and Tower haven't really, we're also in the Tuesday League, and Senna of course was for a bit. We haven't obviously encountered Granville. Usually has bad races before we come across him. But
A 191. Respectable, very respectable. And look how close it is to it's your mum, you know, so the praise is there.
I'm surprised how he's mastered the Ferrari more than the Hemp House. He's had another week in it, so to speak. So,
I mean, like I say, you know, assist versus no assist, you know, etc. It makes the race a completely different experience, you know, in terms of hardship, things going well, you know, it changes that, because any second lock up or oversteer you're spending.
it's interesting on how
Oversteer
as well,
next to somebody, and that can send them going.
you know, when you're looking at the two leagues combined, obviously the Saturday and the Tuesday, obviously we're here on Sunday, of course, but it seems like the Tuesday league is being won almost well, you know, with guys with medium/full traction, and then the guys with none/medium are winning on the Saturday. It's weird. It's almost like the longevity of the race favours the no assist runners, because it gives them
Yeah, I mean, it
more
bogs you
time.
down. You know, having the less traction does bog you down. I mean, I don't know how if people understand it when you feel that when you're racing, but I find, you know, having the throttle and the power delivery immediate is really what you need sometimes. I don't find that with obviously the assist on. I'm faster with medium. I prefer medium because you get the best of both worlds. You get that sort of challenging handling model, but you don't get
save
the
the
old
arse of the car.
savage, absolute oversteer.
With medium traction, you're quicker, aren't you, in the corners and that.
That's what I mean.
Aye,
I mean,
coming out of
with
it
full,
as
you
well.
can be, but it takes absolute perfection throughout the whole race. So we're here on the grid. 11 runners today, of course. What it's basically saying is, for me personally, a 2-stop for soft, super soft, and super soft, which ironically is my choice of strategy around Austria anyway. Well done, Co-Masters, for remembering something about my fucking life. Well done. Basically, is 8 seconds quicker, Senna, as we said, than we always do this every week. 8 seconds quicker than the 3-stop. But then, guys like Towley, guys like Ben, as we always say, will they be able to make the kind of softer strategy work, so to speak? Or maybe even
I think
the
so.
potential of a 1-stop.
Depending on how the gaps are and depending on how the race goes as a whole, you know, incidents happen, things happen.
And we have, of course, had an
this-
announcement, of course, as well, with the leagues.
Yep.
We've said we are doing Hungary, of course, and we are going to be ending on Abu Dhabi. So, potentially a 12-race season for the Tuesday and
Yeah.
Saturday. That's just to throw that out there. Obviously, depending on how well the new game plays out, and obviously getting people to get the new game. But a lot of positive feedback from the ESR guys. Everybody just wants to get it underway. But of course,
Right, so
you
which
know,
one, you know, you're going to be driving the most? What classic car are you going to be driving the most in the game?
Ooh, that's a shout.
The
I'm
McLaren.
going
Which
to
one?
give them the McLaren a go, the 88. First of all, I'm going to work
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
But another one that we haven't really mentioned in the SR is Mansell's 92 Williams. I really want to rag that round Hungary, because that was its super,
What a
that
car
was its
though,
super
with
track.
that suspension.
That's what I mean with the 92 Williams. It's one of them cars where it was almost like on scale electric track, wasn't it? The 92 Williams. There was no
Aye.
real fault with it unless one of them just decided to blow up. Tracy hashtag. But now
For
here's
me,
an
it's got to be
interesting
the
fact
98
as well.
McLaren, man. David
The 88,
Coulthard's
yeah.
98 and Hakkinen McLaren. Oh, it's just going to
Got
be
98.
fucking
Ooh,
insane.
we're going up
man.
there. Wow,
I
we're
can't
going
wait.
that
I
new.
can't wait, man. Aye.
In terms of this
But
race, then,
98, man, come on, that was some good racing then.
we've got 11 drivers here, guys. Who do you reckon's going to come through? Do you think anybody can stop Ben's streak? And we are going, so we're going to find out really quick. But
I'll
predictions.
put Taylor
go
on the podium.
Tally on podium. Race
I'll
winner,
put
Senna.
Hemp second.
Race winner.
And I will say Jan first.
Tower.
I'll go for one of Red Bull's top 3.
Yep.
We'll go with Towley, top 3. don't know. I don't know.
So there's no incidents there.
And we are going. We are here live, eSports Racing, Sunday Performance League, round 8, and we're a go. So Shag comes through, which means we can then retire the car. Hopefully we have fuck all wrong. So let's go. Does it look like there's anything wrong at the start? Oh, they're going 3 wide here, and we got, oh, Shag going very, very narrow into that corner there. And here we go.
Okay.
So we are rolling. So I'm going to go on board with the front runners, guys, for the moment.
Oh,
A Ben's on a runner,
nearly
John!
coming into contact.
Straight, oh, a bit of forceful driving there. Granville there being stopped by Swizz. We're going to go back to Ben a minute.
Great run.
Look at this, almost 3 wide coming on here. Vemmans as well in the background.
Going slowly in the background there. What happened to him?
What happened to Shag? I think he had a bit of an incident. Oh dear.
Hemp's in 10th.
Hemp has moved up to 10th. Oh, he's
stayed
stayed in
there.
10th. Yep. Hemp stayed where he is. Get on board with Ben, get the camera changed. Oh, Jan's off! Jan's off.
What happened
That's
there?
a killer blow for the champion. I think he just kind of switched it round. I think he tapped the side of Granville. No fault for what I've seen.
hassling the Ferrari.
We'll move back on the Granville here. This is where all the action's going at the moment. So we're on board here.
Granville wants to be careful.
Granville's
that
run wide.
Open up.
Ooh, be careful with that.
To him and Swizz.
The pressure for Tal.
We'll be
Granville
backing up the field now.
Here we go.
It's
Battle
a
for
big
second up here,
tailback
but
here.
I'm going to stick on here for a minute. Swizz up the inside of Ben, and Swizz moves in the second, but a cut back by Ben.
Oh, the run up comes through.
Trix is done.
Trix has got McLaren. What a move by
was
Trix!
wide.
And he's done Granville as well. Granville went off the track. McLaren off Forrester, I believe. No, it's Vemmans, the first McLaren here. Oh, lag like hell. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Jan with a
Forrester
huge
inside
problem
Granville
there at the
and
beginning.
pushed almost.
All the way in
Granville,
10th
get
place
out
there.
the way. Granville has fell from 4th to 8th in the space of 1 corner.
Granville
folks.
has every right to be there. Every right to be there like everybody else.
Does. Wheel to wheel contact, nothing wrong with that.
Big dive from back there. Whew, very nearly. His teammates go to it on different strategies.
Ferrari teammates. And Shag seems
Hemp
to
just
collect
letting a noise
himself.
there.
Shag is going, guys, in the background now. Jan all over the back of, I believe that is Hemp. It is.
Hemp goes wide there. Well, Soldier Jan get it done up into the
Jan's
next corner.
trying. Oh, Jan's gone
the
off.
touch.
Oh, bit of contact. Oh, wheel to wheel.
Loving it.
Oh, Granville's gone really wide. Oh, watch out, Granville. Watch out, coming back onto the track. Oh, my goodness me.
Hemp's absolutely willing his teammate to get out of the way right now.
I'm going to stick on board with this. I don't think there's... Oh, there is a bit more action going on up here. Wait there.
Hemp going down now, side by
Towley's
side. Going to come up to it.
Move on to 3rd position. Oh, Tally on the inside of Swizz. A little bit of a nudge.
Hemp makes the dive. Will they make it happen? Still side by side.
Sorry.
Just.
Tricks onto Swizz. Tricks with Swizz now.
Big slap over steer there.
Battle for 4th. And Tricks gets the move done. But does he? Because Swizz is still there.
Forrester up 3 places, 2 places I think. He's taking advantage of those Ferraris having a bit of a go.
And may I just point out, guys, as well, that ESL Verstappen is absolutely gone. And oh, Vemmans! Vemmans is lagging.
Taking advantage of all the argy
Vemmans is lagging.
bargy.
We're watching Tricks and Towley. Now this, bear in mind, in the Russian trial race we had, these two went out for 12 laps. So we know exactly what these two guys can do. And there's Swizz as well, of course. Still in 5th.
Bit of DRS there, will they make it happen? I think he'll wait for the next straight. Go Tricks.
Oh, Swizz ran
lines him
wide.
up, gets a bit of exit.
Swizz ran right, and Vemmans is on the left, on the right of him here. I said left.
Same with Pro Tricks and
left.
Towley. Gonna get tasty. Someone's gonna break light, surely.
Tricks and Towley, Swizz, is he just going to stick it out? He is, so Tricks, so they're all maintained. Line of steering at the moment.
Doesn't get a great exit.
Oh, in the background! Shag has done Hemp! Wow, forceful driving by Shaggy, you take it whenever you can. Jan is in the pits. Oh, the championship leader suffering greatly. And Verstappen
Could be
is gone.
onto the soft tyre, is the logical choice.
Towley and Tricks, we're going to
Go
watch
onto
this
the
battle
soft.
here at the moment. The biggest one on the track at the moment, from what I can see.
Maybe not.
Tricks really
Soft,
aggressively trying to get on him, but Towley kept the line. So they're going to hamper Tricks and put him back in the path of the McLaren pit. And Swizz. Once again,
It's your mum, a tidy
Austria,
second.
he's just doing what he can do. We'll get on board with Tricks here. It's got DRS.
Totally
Lemons
pulling
all over
away
the back of him.
from Pro Tricks as well now.
Tricks had a bit of a sloppy line going through turn 5. I want to apologise to F1 moguls. There are 9 corners in Austria. Forgive me, not 7. You'll have to forgive me. I didn't count the bollocks as a corner. I counted them as a body part, so forgive me. We have it. And pitting. Swizz pits too.
Verstappen loving that gap.
Granville's double stacked. And the Ferraris. Ah, yeah, of course.
Oh.
Go back on board now. Verstappen comfortably up there. Towley. Trix has got to run on Towley here. Is he going to
Hemp goes on to the ultra soft.
By side. I sounded German. I don't know why. We move on. Trix has done him around the outside here.
What, son?
Trix has done Towley around the outside.
Not much you could do there,
What a
but
move.
get ready for the next corner.
Towley, will he let that stick? We don't often see Trix. We've seen these two go at it before, like we said.
They're both on the same strategy.
Oh, he's run wide.
Them
Vemmens is there.
to go hard.
Ben pits. Ben's pitted. Wow.
McLaren getting awful fucking tasty looking
Look
here.
at this, Vemmens.
Go on, lad, get involved. Do it.
Vemmens on the outside here. Towley rode that curb to perfection just to keep his 3rd position. Ben pitted early.
Coming back on the attack.
Both the McLarens.
Emmons and Towley again.
All over each other. We've all basically, I didn't even make my prediction. I basically matched sort of a mixture of the two. I predicted a Red Bull to win in my own kind of thoughts. Ben to be up there, and then one of Trix and Towley. Depending which one actually gets the run, but then all of us have discounted the McLarens after having a really Vemmens coming second in Baku Centre as we saw last week.
I just seen them both there, as I said, coming through, looking for some serious
else
points.
going on here. We're going to focus on Towley here. It seems like this is the big battle. Verstappen, by the way, is 8 seconds up the road from Towley at the moment, so big gains.
Forced to try to dig in.
He did.
Keep close.
Oh, Tricks all over the grass again. That's not going to do himself any favours. Possibly feeling the pressure in second place in that Renault 1. There we go, here we go. Vemmens got a real run on Towley here, but Towley again. DRS in the manner. Vemmens just reminding Towley that he is there, as if he can forget. All the super soft runners here are beginning to really find form on their tyres, whereas the ultra softs will be dying out. Can I just point out as well, lads, Mustafa Shag is in 6th position all of a sudden. Great drive by Shaggy. Just flicking through. Swizz 8th. Ferraris. Oh, and we're on board with a great battle back here all of a sudden. Jan, and this is for the final points position, especially with Jan.
Yep, 2 Ferraris in the Red Bull.
Jan needs these points. Damage limitation for the Flying Dutchman. Oh, what an exit by Jan.
Defended a bit needlessly there.
What an...
Kind of left himself a bad line coming out of that corner.
Going to move back
That's
up
what
the
led to
field
that.
here. Battling all over the field here. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And 9th, 10th and 11th place.
I think, there's a lot of thought going into this. They're all trying to outsmart each other, outthink each other right now. And just trying to make all that fucking tyres work for you, man. It's either going to go well or not, but these guys have had to obviously pit early.
Vemmens has his best run on Towley yet. Vemmens has gone alongside. Now what can he do? And he can't do anything again. The man of power has really just saved the
And again, Towley does have the pace to go with that. So.
I'll stick on board with this, guys. I don't know if there's anything else going on. I doubt it, though. I know that Jan was a bit tasty, but we're going to stick on board with the battle for 2nd place. They are, and the guy once again said, and we said this last week in Canada, wasn't it, when Forrester just chilled out, sat back, and then got himself a really good finishing position just by waiting for the mistakes to happen. Oh, Towley close to the back.
A lot more pressure
Tricks.
getting on here. Bad line coming out of there and all the way around. Yeah, it's done.
Vemmens on the side.
Unless he decides to keep it in. Ooh. Goes on the outside. Oh,
Putting him as wide as he can. Vemmens, look at the bravery on the outside.
Ah,
what a move!
Look at that. That was brilliant.
What a move!
I'm fucking recording that.
Towley's not done yet, though.
Brilliant racing, guys.
Look at this. Forrester pits. Wow, really? Lap 8. I guess it's clear air.
They know something everybody else doesn't.
What to say?
Swiss in 8th place. Has he made a stop?
Yep. Swiss will come in with the Ferraris.
Yeah. Okay, so 7th to 11th have made a stop.
And we're still battling here. Vemans and Towley side by side again. On the run up to 2.
We've got a lot of incidents already. Collision with Austria and Granville on turn 1. Pro tricks with a penalty. The only one so far.
Goodness me, coughing. Back with you. Still side by side, 3rd position.
Pro tricks just trying to get away from all this, doesn't want to become involved.
He has to. This is absolutely something that he has to do. Let's welcome Rara to the stream. Rara, it is Austria and Britain, yeah pleb. Not Britain and Hungary.
Happening, Rara, man.
Vemans pitting, I think Vemans is calling it pit lane. Oh,
very
bloody hell.
Missed reliable teammate, by the way, I might add, for McLaren.
I
miss having a reliable teammate.
Vemans pitted in. Call it tower. So now it gives Tally a bit of free air. Where will Vemans come out though? He's already down to 5th. Shag is up in 4th place.
Yes.
What a bit of driving by Shaggy. Finally finding form. He's got himself into a bit of clear air. Ben though is looking dangerous,
Vemans
of course.
in the pits.
Vemans is 6th. Where's Swizz in this? Swizz and Vemans side by side. Swizz has got Vemans.
Oh, Swizz jumps him.
But Vemans has got Forrester. Key moment in the race that, but Forrester on the kind of more worn-in tyres. Battle for 7th place. I believe he's got him, so now the McLarens can chase down Swizz. Jan up to 9th, Granville and Hemp. Verstappen just doing what he
Hemp
needs to
having an
do.
absolute mare here in 11th.
It's awful. He's had probably the worst season that I think I've seen a driver have. And I'm sitting here with you, Sam.
And he's got a potential.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I raced with this guy 2015, 2016. He knows what he's doing, and he is more than fast enough.
Hey, he's a race winner.
It's just not happening for him.
One round
It's just
China.
not happening for him, is it?
It's not
Just
nice
gave
to
it track
harvest
right enough.
He's not harvested that Ferrari power yet, and nobody seems to have. I mean, Ferrari's in 10th and 11th. I mean, come on, man, seriously. This car is better than that. The drivers are better than that. It's just a combination of the two, and this game just really shits all over Ferrari, I guess. But we've got now Vemans onto the back of... may as well say it.
You
Vemans
yourself
onto the
been,
back
you
of
know, I mean,
Swizz.
you raced with him as well. It's just truth, you know, he is a good racer, but just having problems.
I'm getting accustomed to the
Some
lack
problems
of
greater than
assists
others.
he's running. Going to focus on the back of the 6th position.
Oh, it might have had a drive-through penalty there, Hemp. Is that drive-through pretty fast coming in there?
Hemp's season goes from bad to worse. The second in the championship.
Yeah, Hemp gets a drive-through and a 3-second penalty.
Goodness me. Vemans with DRS on
He
Swizz.
has to
And
come
who's
round
that?
again. Oh, he's left. He's raged.
Oh, well, that just makes so...
Hemp's raged.
Dear.
Oh dear.
Is that a disconnection?
Please don't say you've raged. Please tell me that it's disconnection. It was on his way out the pits there. It doesn't seem...
Yeah, he wouldn't rage, would he really? He'd
logical.
kind of do it on the way into the pits, wouldn't he, if he was going to retire on track, and he wouldn't just leave the session. Which is a bit weird.
No,
I'll have a look into it.
See how it goes.
On board with Vemans now, still chasing 6th. If there's anything going up front, we'll focus on Vemans.
Towley
chasing
takes
down
the lead
back.
after that pit.
Oh, Verstappen's pitted.
Verstappen
Interesting, let's
pits.
go on to Verstappen.
Yeah, into the soft tyre.
And he's just out in front of Shag, and Trix is also pitting. This one's a bit more interesting to see. Trix is going to come out right in the middle of the three-way battle for 6th
disconnected.
place.
Just sent me a message.
Has he, did he get there? Has he got a screenshot of it from it, or? Get him to record, because it'll give a 30-second recording. He wouldn't be a race car man, surely to go. But no worries. And
No,
by
he
the
should have
way,
disconnected them.
the Maccas have jumped Trix. And Swizz has jumped Trix. Trix has fallen really far down here.
No, I
He's in 8th.
didn't get a screenshot. Fuck's sake.
Gotta get them screenshots, man. Gotta get the screenshots. The season really goes from bad to worse. Goodness me. Ben there with Towley is pitting. Towley pits. This is a key pit stop. Slows it down beautifully. Well, Towley, you can drive into the pits, but you don't have to wheelie over it, you know what I mean? You wouldn't go 10 miles an hour. As Verstappen continues. Staffordshire without
Right,
pitting.
so
is in second.
Hemp's happy to take the penalty, but what is the penalty again?
It's a race.
Oh, come on. That needs to be changed next season, by the way.
Disconnections. We'll have a look into it. What we need to. Oh, Tally, awful corner.
I agree with it in principle, you know, but I suppose
It wasn't a retirement, was it really? But we'll have a look into it after this. And we are on
just
Sunday.
leave. You know, he didn't retire. He just left. It was like, you know, he was on his way out. He had the tyres on, and he was just about to come out to the pits, and then all of a sudden,
Quick
gone.
investigation.
So
If you
he
could
was
message
definitely
Hank
disconnected.
As well, one of you two guys, while I'm doing this, just
I've
message
already
saying
done it,
hang
mate.
fire. You've done it, okay. Get him to stick round for Britain. We'll have a little chat with him. We'll have a chat with the guys after. So Jan is in 9th. He's chasing Towley down. And Granville,
It's your
of
mum and
course.
Shag.
Cheers, mate.
Shag and it's your mum.
Oh, Ben goes really wide there. We'll go back. Oh, Shaggy, bit of a dodgy pit entry there, but we'll have a look. Not dodgy. Oh, no, get off. Swizz. Oh, whatever. One of them. Trying to find the right one. On board. I was trying to click a name. So we've got Swizz and Vemmans battling here for third now. Final podium position. Now, these two had a running on Saturday. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Oh, Swizz give him extra, and Vemmans, the bravery around the outside. Swizz is going to get the right line into the turn two. And Trix and Forrester in the background having a little mini battle. Wait for these
Oh,
two.
they hit.
Oh, Swizzle showing a bit of muscle there in the Merc. And Vemmans,
Pro-Trix in 6th.
Vemmans hasn't got DRS. He's been really left in the lurch here. Forrester moves in the 4th. Trix up the inside of Vemmans. Great racing again here around Austria.
Yeah. We're leaving the space,
Vemmans.
which is good. Good awareness. But now, oh, it's close.
Jittering a bit. But that's
That
fine.
should be.
Forrester, Vemmans. Look at Forrester go really slowly in front of Vemmans. It must have been a bad line for Forrester. Really feisty, these McLarens. Really profited as well from the pit stops. Both jumped
Looking
up.
very good.
Look at the two McLarens kicking each other's ass here, basically.
Staffing back out in first now on the soft tyre. I can only
He's
say
gone.
that as long as he keeps that clean,
Absolutely gone. isn't
that's
he?
finished. I mean, what's the gap to second place now? That's 7 seconds. And Ben's also on the same strategy, so unless Ben is prepared to shred the hell out of his tyres to get there, I'm not sure it's going to happen. See who got some penalties.
Good stuff for Verstappen gaining points on Jan, of course. The Red Bull battle for the championship.
Verstappen's one away from a penalty though, of course, which would reduce that gap to 4.
That makes it interesting, though, Senna, as we've discussed in Tower, of course, as well. It makes it interesting. The penalty aspect of this game really, really does go to show and give you the kind of heads up as to really, you can never expect anything. As we saw in the previous race when we had a 9-second penalty around Baku, which would have, well, we had the great battle, didn't we? And moving on from great battle, we've got 3rd and 4th here. Forrest having a go at Swizz at the inside. Swizz shutting the door. Very nicely done.
Oh, Hemp's fucking flatmate reset the internet, fucking arsehole. Fair enough. But, you know, obviously, I'll let you guys deal with that.
We'll deal with that after the race, mate. We'll win. That was really good.
I mean, maybe a 10 seconds added onto your race time. You know, maybe next race or something. You know,
It will
something
be
like that.
I've already said, we've already had the discussion, we'll be readjusting next season.
Mm-hmm.
Battle for 3rd, Forrester, oh, he thought about it. Don't hesitate, because otherwise stuff like that happens. And he's really costing. Look at this battle for 3rd position.
Overman.
Vemmans go around the outside here as Swizz.
4 cars
Oh my
now,
goodness me,
to
Vemmans
touch.
from the grass. Tricks up the inside.
Oh no!
Oh no, that is silly. That is
Record
stupid.
that.
Actually, I'm going to
That
record
is
that.
dumb. What has he done that for? Oh.
Too
holy
aggressive,
moly.
far too aggressive.
Oh my goodness me.
And he hit
The
2 cars
adrenaline
there.
rush. He took Swizz off. Swizz
He
got
hit
back
2
on,
cars.
but Vemmans not so lucky.
Not good.
Towley obviously profits in
My
the
first impressions
kind
of
of
that
elevated to
aren't
3rd.
great,
That is awful.
Obviously,
Absolutely
we'll all look
shocking.
at it, but I think doesn't look good.
How did they
Got-
get away without no wing damage, nothing?
That's amazing.
No
no
idea.
damage from any car there. It was all side.
Apparently,
parts
we're
and
going to
kind
get a good damage model in the new game, we hope. So we'll see.
Yeah, fingers
All that
crossed.
lag and all that crap that happens when you're side by side apparently is gone, so we hope.
all the madness there. Forrester, ironically, fell to 6th position in that battle. Oh, Vemmans, calm down here. Come on, Vemmans, keep it clean. You don't want to get a penalty yourself. I'm watching this battle intently now. This is on stream. Keep it racing. Oh, rear brake smoke there by Vemmans. I think that's maybe where the contact came. Gearing up for a really good battle there, of course, weren't we? And Vemmans is lagging like absolute anything.
I feel like shit for him. I mean, it really is not good, that. The way it happened, just...
It's one of them things, isn't it, where... Battle for 3rd is heating up here, by the way.
Well.
Jan's pitted again, is he? Oh, wait a minute, let's go back here. Bit of a ding-dong here between these two. Vemmans and Trix side by side again. These two really don't like each other, and with good understanding after what Trix did. Vemmans just has to be careful not to cause a problem. Good battle up here for 3rd as well. Up here, Forrester, Swizz and Towley. Oh, Vemmans is lagging, man. This is bad.
Oh.
We know about the calls that we have to make. Not popular. Not popular in the slightest.
It's your dad joined the party.
He certainly has. Oh, Swizz runs wide. Across the path of Towley. Ooh, goodness me. Still battling going on up here for 3rd. Or 4th, sorry.
Yeah.
Swizz is let through. Swizz pits. So was the damage?
Don't look like he's got any, to be honest.
It doesn't seem,
Nah.
on the actual screen it doesn't seem it, does it? But we'll just double check here. No, he doesn't. Swizz goes onto the super soft tyre.
Oh.
That's an early pit stop. And Swizz falls now to the back of the field. But will he get out in front of Jan? This is going to be pretty close between these guys. Oh no, he did have damage. He had a wing change. Oh, dearie me. Granville currently fighting hemp.
Significant problem.
Oh, why did he do that, Trix? I'm sorry to say, that was bizarre. Obviously, we got to keep the professionalism going, but I mean, there's no need.
I got that on record. I was actually in his car when he done it.
Ah, yeah, I caught record like of a broadcast view, like coming right up to the corner. So.
Didn't need to.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the actual guys going off because I was on board, ironically, with Forrester. Of all the people
It
there.
looked a bit idiotic, if I'm honest. It didn't look fabulous.
Rower in the comments as well.
Yeah.
What's Pro Trix thinking? That is exactly what we're discussing right now, of course.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously, Vemmans. We know guys they do heat at the moment things. Trix has never really done anything that volatile, really, is he? I mean, he's made a couple of moves which are a little bit borderline, but you know, he's not done that before. That was just a complete utter Maldini bomb, really. Want to give him too much. Here we go, and Trix and Vemmans side by side here. And Trix with a great little move at the inside there. That's how it should be done. So moving up now, up to 5th position. We'll move on now to the battle with Towley, who is catching Forrester once again. The battle for 3rd position, the final podium place. Currently 19 seconds off. And Verstappen is just dominating this race, by the way. 15 clear of 2nd place, so Red Bull appear to be
Is he in too much of a faster car now, though? That's the thing, isn't it?
Say that again, sorry, Tal, no problem.
Is he in too much of a faster car now, do you reckon?
Who's that, Towley?
Verstappen. This I can't say. Yes, Verstappen. I can't say. I got sort of throat. Yeah.
We had this conversation last time. I remember. I don't know, because it just seemed he's just had the luck of the draw. He got away in front. I mean, we've had kind of Red Bulls have been up there. But then Ben in the Williams has also done well. I think it just really suits the track, doesn't it, really? As opposed to that, obviously we've got a bit of debate about tricks in the comments. Jack and Rara having a word. At the moment, obviously it's the big talking point with this race. I tell you what, guys, it has really undermined the kind of level of racing in this race, because this has been one of the best races, possibly the best race of the season. And yeah, what more can you really say? But battle for third, Forrester and Towley still going pretty hammer and tong here. Gap of about 5/10 between the two of them, maybe a bit less. 21 of 36. Current race order we've got here is Verstappen first, Ben second, Forrester third, Towley fourth, Vemmans has got back in front of Trix. Okay, we're on the wrong battle here.
That's your mum.
He's been caught. That isn't it?
A wee bit, but it's not anything to worry about.
Battle for fifth now. On board with Trix and Vemmans.
Stopping comfortably in the lead.
I think Trix needs to just simply calm down, full stop. He's very aggressive in terms of that. We've obviously said it. Obviously, you know, we've been in the conversation about aggressive driving before, but I haven't seen anything like this for a long while, and he's doing it again here. Goodness
That's
me.
ridiculous. There's not much thinking for it, really. It's not the corner, really, to be, you know, getting it wrong. You know, when he's doing it, he is getting it wrong.
See, this is what you should do. That right there is what you should do. DRS in it. He's hit the grass
That's the way
again.
you do it.
That is how you do it.
It's the way.
So he's got the
It's the
skill
way.
set, he just needs to calm down.
You can hear a lot of that when they come past. He's just obviously taking his finger off the throttle.
Can I point out as well,
duh.
these two basically kicking the shit out of each other has caused Granville and Swiss to get back into the fray here.
Forrester's in the pits.
Forrester pits just for that tower. Should we
Gets a
use the
great
third man
lane.
as our pit lane man?
It's the outside the white choice though. I'm not sure.
Oh, Vemmans down the outside, Trix, very aggressively inside. Vemmans goes off the track. I tell you what, these guys are giving some good entertainment to watch, it must be said. Because you can both tell the two of them fucking hate each other right now. Vemmans going for DRS though, you can tell, can't you? He's gearing himself up for another move. And then rear tyres again by Vemmans, again smoking. The McLaren has been famous for engine blowouts. As you see in the background, 6th, 7th and 8th, Granville, Swizz, and who else have we got back there? Jan! Jan's actually come back through the field pretty well.
Yep.
Is it Swizz? No, it's not Swizz! It's Shag! Forgive me.
Shag, yeah.
Shag in 7th.
Ferrari of Granville.
He's had a hell of a race, he has. Looking over to him really quickly, back over to the battle now. Towley in 3rd.
Oh, that Ferrari touches the grass there on the inside.
Go on to that really quickly a minute, because this means we're going to have a three-way battle here going on. And we know Jan is in the quickest car out of the three. And Trix and goodness me, battles everywhere. We need two extremes, hashtag.
I don't know, there's a
Cody sort
Mercedes
their
and a
arse out.
Ferrari in front of him. I'm not sure about this.
It's almost stalemate, isn't it? But now it will be down to the drivers, I think, here. As we see just up the road, Trix and Vemmans still going at it. This is what you get from ESR, folks. We put on better action than the real F1. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Yeah.
Alright.
It almost put a dampener on it. That
5th, 6th and 7th.
And Shag is all over. The back of Granville,
The
side
Granville.
by side. He's got him. Shag's got him, he's got him. But Granville runs wide, and Jan takes advantage. Jan moves up another place. Goodness me. Hold the phone. Ben's pitted is in 8th. Ben and Forrester are 8th and 9th. What happens if one of the top guys survives it? But we've got Jan and Shag.
Towley in 2nd. Nice gap either way. 24 seconds to the leader. Verstappen has just run away with it.
And we've got Trix and Venom's up the road, but we're on board with Jan.
Granville in the pits with the puncture. Granville has a
puncture.
puncture.
Oh, Granville. Ferrari's woes just get worse. Back to
They're
last.
not working on the car yet. Why are they not working on the car?
He's already out on mine, mate. He's out. He's gone out.
Oh god, yeah, lag. Jesus.
We've got stream lag. Don't judge us. We love it.
I'm out.
It's Danny Ricciardo. Oh, I about to say Danny Ricciardo and Verstappen today. We're not going to spoil it because people haven't watched the race, as we are still on the same day. But here we go. Jan and Shag still going at it for 5th position now, with Ben at the back of them too.
Bem's as well. Just keep going.
They're still going at it, are they? Let's go on board with these two a minute. Battle of the race, but obviously, I'm guessing that me, yourself, Tower, Senna, and myself, I guess we all know there's going to be repercussions after this. But of course, that'll be determined.
It's kind of logical to see no matter what angle you look at it from.
I think what we'll do, Senna, we'll determine that after this race, and we'll announce it at the start of the, the British GP. We'll let Triggs know, just to kind of give it obviously. So we're still going at it here, and Jan has been drawn into the clutch of Ben in the background, as we are on board with Vemmans again all over the back of him. Those back tyres are getting cut to shreds in this track. It's incoming every lap. And a 3-way battle going on behind us with Shag, Jan and Ben. Oh, Vemmans just all over the back of him. Oh, Jan's had a move!
Oh!
It didn't pull off, it didn't come out, but now we got Ben on the outside of him. Another crack around the Österreich ring.
Shag needs to shift it up along down the road. I think he's going to get caught up in this.
He needs to do this. Go on board with Vemmans again, who's once again all over the bar. And they both pit. Tricks and Vemmans both pit. Which will elevate Shag to the final podium position, but with Jan and Ben all over the back. How long will it be for? And Forrester just skulking in the background. Oh, Jan, he's getting too aggressive. He needs to tone it down a bit. Jan, he's almost seeing his championship league getting eked away here. He needs to stay in front of Ben. And saying that, the two championship rivals side by side. Ben gets the move done. He's up to 4th. I've gone the wrong way again.
Yeah,
Fuck my life. Oh, he switched back. Why did I move? Ben all over Jan again. Battle for 4th. Shag runs wide just in front of them. That may be a bit of a distraction. Ben hits the grass and Jan maintains 4th. Just over 9 laps to go for these guys. Verstappen entered already onto lap 28, I believe, if I'm correct. Just coming across the line for 28 now. Towley second. Good drive from Towley. Almost taking advantage of everyone else's mishaps. Can Shaggy Lads do a one-stop around Austria? Or is he going to go for a splash
possible.
match?
Definitely.
And from a long way back here.
It's not the kindest to track the tyres though.
It's not. It's obviously being flat out all the way through with the kind of one of the kind of highest
high
rates of
speed.
G-force on the whole calendar as well, isn't it? On the tyres, giving the G's a bit of a pull in, a bend, not quite there yet. Compromises his line a little bit on the exit.
Totally in a quiet second.
He's just away, isn't he? He's doing what he needs to do. Fantastic drive from him so far. I believe Verstappen is on the... Let's have a look at Verstappen's tyres.
Oh! Good touch there. So did Jan going for
Jan again.
Yes,
Feisty, aggressive driving. Yes. You can imagine Jan in party swearing his Dutch tits off. Here we
What
go,
was that?
Jan needs to get past Shag, doesn't he, really? But they're all staying out.
Struggling in these tyres, I think.
Oh, Shag ran a bit wide there. Don't like that camera, fuck off.
Oh,
Jan. No, he waits. Jan is waiting. And Ben up the arse of him, and it's the back of his car. No damage, I don't think. Distraction here as well.
Jesus, man. Everyone's desperately trying to fuck you, nah, fuck you, nah, fuck you. It was fucking good for everyone.
It's like a three-way boxing match here. Oh, here we go. This is the best chance. The best chance that Jan will have. Shaggy going fantastically
Go for a
defensive
deep
there.
dive on the outside if he wants to make it happen, I
Shag,
think.
what job? Jan!
Oh,
no!
Badly
Did you leave him
timed,
the room,
but,
Shag?
you know.
Did you leave him the room?
Ah,
Jan, he wasn't fully alongside, was he though, Jan?
Don't know, I'll take a recording. He might just have himself to blame.
Just too
But
aggressive.
I'll have a look at the
inside.
recording afterwards.
We'll double check the
I'm
recording.
not sure, I mean, it looked like it was on. And all of a sudden that door was closed. Into the pits
And
last
Devons
minute.
has
Jan
come out of the pits again. Oh, Jan with wing damage.
goes in.
Championship. You
I
can
don't
drive
think so,
for a
win, Joe. I just think maybe just going for that last bit of tyres. The last tyre strategy. Maybe last bit.
Swizz, ironically, has pitted just behind him for Ultras. They're going for Splash and Dash.
Supers. Oh, supers now for Jan.
Why is Jan gone? Well, mind you, it'll guarantee a trip to the end of the race, won't it, I guess? But
Bemis in
Devon's
10th,
guys,
having
is
now.
absolutely years away. Speaking of years away, Verstappen,
What's
7
happened
laps
to
to go.
Bemis?
It's
What
an
happened to
awful
him
race
there?
for him. He's a lap down. But this now frees
What
up.
happened to Bemis?
He had the collision with Trix, didn't he? I guess he must have had a drive-through as well.
Oh no, it's 10th now.
That was another dodgy first race of the afternoon. Spain, Canada, all seems to hit back. And Forrester
Trix
with
and
Ben.
Granville,
Goodness, we've got battles everywhere here.
side by side.
Trix, we'll move on to this one quick. This is the side-by-side battle. There's too many bloody battles going on. Trix, will he get Granville around the outside? Granville holding the line majestically well. If Trix could just hold it around, then he can't. Granville keeps the position.
Oh, come on.
All over Trix, just calm it down a little bit. Austria is all about aggressive driving, isn't it? But this is almost too much. And Forrester's got Ben.
Limit, which
Forrester's
means
into
mistakes
fourth
can
ahead of
happen
Ben.
when you're side by side.
Back onto Trix and Granville.
Yep. So that's your
Any other
mum
battles going
and
on, guys?
Forrester.
Forrester jumped Ben on DRS. Absolute corker of a race this. So what's between us two? This is the best one we've both commentated on. I'm not sure about this season. We've got a couple of other corkers, but this has just been wheel to wheel from start to finish again round Austria. Go on board with
Seems
Ben.
it's in the last couple of laps now. I'll just have a quick look at that recording.
Will it be up yet?
Just have a look, then at least we know have a better idea of come the end of the race.
Aye,
We're not
that's the
wasting too
problem.
much
We've not
time.
got much time, have we? That's it is all about time with these Sunday races. Granville and Trix is all over the place again round the track. Well, it's not been his brightest of races, it must be said. Ben has been left behind here
So
by
let's have a look
Forrester.
at this
So
clip
now,
then.
amazingly, Taran Senna, Shag is still going round with the same tyres. He's got 5 laps to do. If he can pull off a one-stop here and keep these guys behind him, then this would be possibly drive of the season. Did it record, Senna?
Yeah, that.
Got it.
Yeah. That Pro Tricks dive on turn 2 is
Awful.
atrocious, by the way, and took 2 drivers off the track there, so I think that needs to be
We will have a 1-minute discussion, mate, when I go outside for a fag while
Yeah.
at the party. It's obviously it's a serious offence. Very serious offence.
I see why he was trying to take advantage. You know, they were all squabbling. The
Forrester
inside
with
was
the grass.
relatively undefended, but still at the same time he came in way too fast to even make the corner.
He didn't need to do
Then
it. He
ended
could
up
have just
taking
got
two
Forrester and
drivers off in the
DRS as
process.
well. Trix would be probably battling for second right now. In the end, he's back
Let's have
there
a look at the
scrapping
other one.
with Granville.
Jan, I'm just going to have a quick look at that.
Yeah, no, he's not. Swizz has pulled it round. Jan is amazingly still in touching distance of Swizz, which is good. The two guys have had bad races, of course, based on other collisions. Shaggy is in 3rd, Forrester 4th, Ben really backed off in 5th. Got Granville 6th position. Good drive from Granville. Trick 7th, of course. Swizz 8th with Jan 9th. Let's see if Swizz can deal with Pro Tricks here right at the moment. Watch this if there's any other battles. Hopefully to grab them before the end of the race. This is where, of course, on the weather forecast, the track did start to cool. So this is where guys like Shag, who've been on these tyres for a long time, will be able to hang. And Towley, of course.
You know, I'm going to watch that
Swizz has
clip
got
again, actually, man. I'm going to watch that again, because that's interesting. Yeah.
Swizz got like a 9-second penalty.
Oh dear. This was all full and final the corner cuts. Have a watch of that with Senna. I'll use Tower as spotter mate for the moment, see if we can... Oh,
Yeah,
Tricks!
yeah, I mean... It seems to me like the gap was there and the dive was on, and it seemed all pretty controlled too, and then the gap just disappears. I mean, Shag maybe turned it slightly
Swizz
a
up
bit
the
early, but
inside of
I don't
Tricks!
think any action.
What a move by Swizz! Brilliant move, sorry to interrupt you, Senna.
Fucking stunning. I just caught
What a
that as
move.
well.
Ben's pitting.
Yeah.
Ben's pitting. Goodness me, Ben pitting late. Broken wing for Ben. Or wing damage, shall we say. Bemmans is, of course, a lap down on the race leader. Verstappen come round towards the end of 34 now, so we will go on board with Verstappen. But Forrester still
Yeah, no further
trying to
action
get
for
past
Jan
Shag.
and Shag, mate.
No, right, okay, cool. That's enough.
Both of them were at fault, so...
We have to, we
say
will
anything needs to be
apologise
done.
here to people who are watching this back. Obviously, some may call it unprofessional, us talking about these decisions, but with the kind of the time scale between the two races, we have to get these incidents done in this first race there and then. We're going to discuss
And then at least
the
they get
Tricks
a
one
reason
after the
and an
race.
explanation for it as well.
Yep.
You know, so I suppose that's, you know...
Jan
That's
was
good
perfectly
too.
in his right, but then of course Shag was, of course, at the other side, perfectly within his right, wasn't he? It was one of them where it was going to happen regardless. And we're on to the
Jan
second
was
to
there,
last lap.
legitimately.
Hemp is online again, so obviously we're going to keep Hemp on standby with the paddle cut electricity off, you know, internet off. It's something we've got to do.
Forrester on Shag.
Forrester!
No!
All over him!
One.
Shaggy, what now? We gotta watch Shaggy. Defensive manoeuvres. He's not even done one technically yet.
Will they go left or will they go right?
Look at Shag's
Where's they
driving.
go?
Brilliant driving.
Oh, he's gone deep.
He's gone a bit deep though. Forrester, if he pulls alongside, he can't. This is the battle of
Waiting
the
for that
race.
moment.
So we see
Pro
Verstappen.
Trek, Soldier Jan, now coming up behind Pro Treks.
What's happened with Trex?
Oh,
He's
Jan's
given up. hasn't he?
coming.
So much that I won't be able to watch
Granville,
obviously in
going
this lap.
slow there.
Granville, is it a
Getting out the
puncture?
lane, being blue flagged.
Puncture? Is it puncture or fuel?
Fuel.
Jan
Red.
is
It's out of
coming.
fuel.
Jan
Granville's
is
out of
going
fuel.
for it. Come on, Jan. Come on, man. Give it a go. There needs to be some good
Pro Tricks
defensive driving
got
from Pro
has
Tricks.
got a puncher.
Oh,
He's
no, he
still
doesn't.
going apparently. No, he's going. He's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
You want to see his tyre? Oh, we caught that. That's sweet, mate.
It's maybe a glitch, man.
Wait, it looks flat. It does look flat. So
No, not
guys,
on
we're
my
going to
screen,
go
mate.
on board now
He's got green on his left front.
with
Loads
Verstappen.
of greening on that left front.
It's been his race, mate. Lights.
Jan
for
making a
flag
move.
for Verstappen. I wish I could watch this. We're going to get on
Jan
board
making
with
a move.
Verstappen.
They touch and they go off. Oh, they spun off.
Record for
shit.
me, guys. As Verstappen
Oh, no.
Yeah.
wins the Austrian Grand Prix, but that isn't the full story
No,
here. Great
that
win
was
for Verstappen. What's happened here?
Absolute mental at the end of here, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
Ben jumps
Oh.
through.
That's recorded.
No wing for Jan. Guys, obviously I've not seen it. What's happened? Oh, let's get on board with Shag
That
quick.
was such a... It was really not good.
We've got second position for Towley as well, guys, just to call it. Will Shag be able to do it? Shag's out of fuel!
No!
Forrester's out of fuel behind him first!
Sir. Shag
They
done.
put-
Well done,
Awesome
lad.
Shag
Made it
on the
happen.
podium! Forrester
Yes,
ran out a
what a
second
race.
before Shag. Swizz, great comeback fifth. Ben, awesome drive for Ben in sixth. Pulled it back. What
That's
a
not going
mi-
mental, man.
God,
Jesus
this
Christ.
brings me. Jan with no wing.
Oh, that's good.
Tricks.
That was a good race.
With no fuel! Tricks is out of fuel!
Oh!
Jan with no wing! Jan does him on the line! Oh my lord! What What an ending!
Oh!
Shag with
dear.
no penalties. What a race! Right, we've got this here, guys. We have Verstappen with his debut. Is that his first ever win? That's his first win, isn't it?
Yes.
Surely.
Yes, well done, man. Well done,
Verstappen
man.
with his first win. I don't know if he won in Monaco or not. I think that is his first. Towley second, Shag third. What a podium that's going to be. Forrester fourth, Swizz fifth, Ben sixth, Jan seventh, Trix eighth for now. Granville ninth, and Vemmens a lap down in 10th. What a race! Can I please ask you guys to bring in Verstappen, Towley, and Mustafa Shag to the podium, please?
Yep, you guys do that. I'm trying to watch this incident quickly
If you
before
can, please,
we all
Towley,
get
if you can
started.
invite them free, please, my man.
Yeah.
What an ending! Woo!
Because that shouldn't have happened on the straight. It really should not have happened on the straight. There was nothing going on there.
Oh, have you got? Are you looking at their incident here?
Yeah, right. So Jan's side by side, right, and he's Protrix has moved off over to the left.
he's not,
not
is he?
thinking that
Fuck
Jan's
off.
there. Which is what it looks like, but I'll watch it again.
Have another watch, please. Yeah, Shag, you're probably wondering what we're doing here, mate, and I've alerted the fans because we've got such a short time scale. We're dealing with incidents in this race as we go along. That's why we've got 2 people in the booth. So we're just kind of reviewing them as we go along. Just please let me know, guys.
Because that was
if you
not
can.
good with Trix.
Got messages from Trix as well, but he's had a shocker. Right, anyway, moving on to the topic at hand. We have our podium here. I'm not sure if Tally did come in. I think he did. You can confirm that for me.
No, he isn't.
He's not here. Right, we'll bring Towley in.
Yes, no.
himself. It's
Yes,
cool,
no,
nice
no.
one.
Yeah.
Wicked. That's it. Right, so podium. We'll start off. Scott, there's an old expression in racing, mate. Likes to flag dominance. He took off from the madness. May I point out, guys, this is the race to watch. If you watch this back, this is fucking mental. But Scott
I was bored.
avoided all the action, exactly. But then, mate, you've done what you need to do. Congratulations. You've said your
My first win in this
Well
league.
done, man.
It is first win. Welcome to Winner's Circle, my man. Congratulations. How did it go for you?
That was alright. Just did what I had to do. That's about it.
No, we called that a Red Bull will be on the podium. We didn't expect it to be that much of a dominant drive, mate. As we are obviously on short time
Well done, mate.
constraints.
I
Shag
wasn't
takes
it.
expecting to go faster on the super softs in quali
You dominated.
to what I did
mate.
on the
I'm gonna-
ultras.
Forgive me for dropping a quick interruption here, guys. Shag, Towley, and Verstappen. Obviously, when you go back to your respective parties, please let the guys know there will be a 3-minute break because we need to decide the incidents really quick. We've already sorted most of them out.
Right.
There's 2 we have to do. It'll be
No
2
worries.
minutes. I do apologise. Towley,
Yes, mate.
welcome back. It's been a couple of races. But welcome back to the podium, mate. You had a bit of a fun one, didn't you?
Oh mate, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was entertaining.
Good battle with you and Trix, mate. From your point of view, then go on. Summary of the race. What do you reckon?
It was the one stop, mate. Yeah, I knew full well if I could do the one stop, I could get a decent position. Trix had a bit of problems with Venom, but that's something else. But yeah, not a bad race.
Good for yourself, mate. Great 18 points. Announcing yourself on the performance scene once again. Now then, there's another person on this fucking podium who has snuck his way in after the worst start of a race I've probably seen. Being 10 seconds off and 10th place.
Right.
Can I just point out as well, guys,
Another
Hemp
angle.
did disconnect, but we're going to talk about it after when the stream goes off, because it's a
My
controversial disconnection, so forgive me.
Ah,
I'm going to be putting an appeal to get him back in, of course, Shaggy. It doesn't happen very often. Right, Shag, I'm taking the spotlight off you, mate. We've got a couple of minutes. Your race. You one-stopped it. You braved it. You did it. You got it.
You did
the
it,
end of that
yeah.
race was brilliant. Talk us through it.
Well, let's put it straight. There was drips of sweat hanging from my nose because I knew these buggers were catching up. But I knew all I knew is to stay in the middle of the road, keep defensive lines, and the buggers won't get past. And I proved that was the case. Little dive bomb from Jan, no, it didn't work out. It didn't pay off for him because he went kind of sideways.
Yep, we've addressed that.
remember-
And for the guys
Yeah.
watching, you'll be on the report. Is no further action.
Yeah, I
Said
didn't
it
think
was
so
studying
because he
it the
did try
race.
to come up the inside. His arrow was behind me, and I just took the cute corner like I would not normally take it. So unlucky, son. That's what happens when you try and bomb the Shaggy.
But no, Shag. The interesting part, you ran out of fuel on the line.
Yeah. Yes. I did.
Behind you, Forrester ran out of fuel on the last corner. It
It
would have been a very, very different topic. But now this has been almost a pinnacle drive for you. You've won a race. You've come second once. My opinion, mate, you are driver of the day for doing the one stop behind Towley, coming through, and mainly for obviously it would have probably either been Verstappen, who didn't really have anything to do, Towley because he did the one stop, but of course you had to defend. Towley had the gap because of Trix's mistakes. So.
It wasn't a perfect race for me because I was making mistakes here and there, like. But I mean, generally, I just got my head down and just sod it, try and get somewhere, and I went, "Oh, podium! That'll do for me." Woo!
Puts you back in it. Obviously, we've got a guy down in 7th position, Jan, who's not very happy, of course. But for the moment, guys, this has been Austria. We've had Tower, of course, doing the pit spotting. And spotting, of course. Cheers for guesting, mate.
Watch out for the Shaggy at Silverstone. Woo!
Oh, God, watch out for Shag at Silverstone, the fucking lethal bastard. We also have Senna. Me and Senna will be back very shortly. That will be coming up very, 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 very soon. About 5 minutes. We're going to have an interval, 5 minutes. If I can please ask one of you guys to bring Hemp into the lobby, and I'll explain to Shag why in a minute, and you guys can explain to your respective parties. We'll be back in Britain, guys. This is Positively Glad. Take it easy, all the best, and we'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye for now.